Good morning. Welcome to your Saturday morning, early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, America's kick-ass coach and psychologist. Here are some words of wisdom for our day. And I'm smirking because I had a thought a few minutes earlier and then went, really, Bonnie? The thought was, oh, I'm behind. It's 10 after 6 in the morning on a Saturday. One cannot be behind at 10 after 6 on a Saturday. Just saying. That all that should, ought, have to, must stuff coming up to be gotten rid of. Good morning to the two of you who just popped on. Glad to see you, Cindy. Good morning, Cindy. And the other Cindy. We've got a battery of Cindys today, and looks like someone else has popped on. Glad you are here. Glad you're all finding me. This is good. And I'm loving our card for today, which, when don't I? I know. But I think it will give us an interesting interlude in some of the other things that we've been working on lately. So it comes from the Priestess of Light deck by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber. And we're going to be doing some breathing today because that is what this card is about. It is called Sacred Breath and Sound. And I'm going to move it a little closer so you can see. So she's holding an orb of light, and there is a dolphin present. Let's see what else we have. Life force, energy, and communication. So it fits in perfectly with yesterday's card where we're working on our powerful non-defensive communication. Good morning, Beth. Glad you are here. So we're up to 5 of you here with me. This is awesome. And so I think that, again, this fits really well with what we were working on yesterday and what we've been working on over the course of the last several months. Sacred breath and sound. So let's just take a nice deep breath. And let it go. And another one, just cleansing breaths. And let it go. And you'll recall I talked several days ago about a reading I had gone through where she made the point that it is now time for us to be changing our breathing patterns, that we need to be, all of us, much more frequently, breathing much more deeply, rhythmically, in tune with the universe, okay? So let's see what this card has to offer us today. Again, just if you're not driving, close your eyes and just kind of soak up whatever part of this message is for you. Sacred breath and sound. Life force, communication. This priestess of the breath of life brings the light of the dolphin to you. This important totem has long been a symbol of the life force embodied in breath, movement, and sound. And those of you who are doing the Tony Robbins thing with me certainly are hearing that those are key pieces. He oftentimes has us make a sound that goes along with a certain something, whether it's a thought, a belief, an intention, whatever. He'll have us make a sound that goes along with it. So we need to be getting noisier. And some of you are probably going, ee! Don't fret. I know that when you're first claiming your voice, it's uncomfortable. See what you can do to put it out there anyway. All right, we'll just practice. All right. This card is telling you to bring the dolphin's easy flowing pattern of the breath to your life force at this time. I remember I had this wonderful person who gave me massages, and she loved dolphins. And I forget where I was. I don't even remember where it was, but I saw this beaded dolphin hanging from the ceiling, and I thought, ooh, Bobby Joe's got to have that. So I just gave her a little gift. It just seemed like the ideal thing for her at that time. She very much has that energy. Healing is available to you now on both the physical and personal levels. So just take a moment here, and I want you to think about, what kind of healing would you like for your physical being? I still would like my lungs to be clearing up more. That cough is still there. I would choose that as one of the physical things I would like to see healed. What about for you? What are some of the physical things you would like healed? My hands have been much better since my friend Bobby connected me with hand yoga. It's awesome stuff. If any of you are interested in hand yoga, put a little note in the feed. I'd like the hand yoga stuff, please, and I will forward it to you because it's uncomfortable, doesn't take long, And wow, does it make a difference. So let's see here. What about for the personal level? What would you like for some healing on the personal level? All right, it can be relationship stuff. All right, Cindy, yeah, we'll send you the hand yoga stuff. Absolutely. What would you like for healing on the personal level? It might be a fear that you have. It might be self-doubt. Might be self-loathing. Maybe you aren't very kind to yourself. What would you like to have heal on the personal level? So now you have a physical one and you have a personal one. If you want many more than that, go for it. There are no limits here. This is YEMIG. You get to pick whatever you want. All right? Deep breathing can relieve stress, initiate and accelerate healing, and raise the resonant vibration of your key energy or life force. So if there's a physical issue or personal pattern you want to resolve, spend some time in deep breathing, and we're going to do that in a moment, and meditation, and let yourself feel the fluid, peaceful influence it brings to your body and your life, which is why I can't recommend enough having some kind of meditation in the morning. I don't care if it's 5 minutes. If you're going, I don't have any access, use Insight Timer. It's an app you put on your phone. It's free, has a plethora of meditation things, anywhere from 1 minute up to hours. So pick something out, a 5-minute one, a 10-minute one, and do something. And then you can favorite them so you can find them again. But you can end up, I've got a whole repertoire of things I like to listen to on there. Another sacred energy heralded by this card is the resonance of sound. Dolphins have a special way of communicating, sending out clicks and responding to the reverberations. This card is calling your attention to how you communicate with yourself and others. And obviously, because of the communication issues my sister and I have been having for a while, I've been paying attention to how do I communicate with her? How do I come across? How do I put things out there that poke her buttons and vice versa? The aqua blue colors on the card, I'm going to show you the card again so you can see. And aqua blue is something that right now a lot of us are resonating with, a tealy kind of a blue. So if you have a stone that is that, carry it. Put it in your pocket. Maybe it's on a chain. Wear it. Now's the time. The aqua blue colors on the card reinforce the importance of this message, vibrating with the energy of the 5th or throat chakra. So we're going to be doing a little bit of something with that today too. It is your soul's directive to honor your self-expression. If you find it difficult to speak up, start by venting your difficult feelings in your journal. This healing process leads to a greater courage of expression in the future. It's time to share your feelings, voice your requests, and honor your right to speak out. And the more you do it, good morning, Susan, the more able you're going to be to do it effectively. So not coming from that constrain, explode place, which makes it hard for people to hear you, but coming from a place of just speaking your truth, confidently, calmly, not expecting them to change what they're doing. You're just stating your piece. Okay? Take a deep breath and practice communicating openly with others. The resonance of your breath and sound will soon move your life forward with the freedom, fluidity, and sparkling joy of the dolphin's magical energy. The affirmation is, I breathe deeply and express myself. My sound and my breath are sacred to me. We were talking about that on a call Thursday night, about what if we viewed everything as sacred? Doing the dishes is sacred. Taking the garbage out is sacred. Talking to somebody is sacred. When we put that kind of energy around it, things change. So right now, we're going to put some energy around your breath. So again, if you're not driving, I'd like you to close your eyes. I want you to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Hold it for a moment. Exhale through the mouth. Nice deep breath in through the nose. Hold it for a moment and out. This time a little deeper. In. Out. This time in a little deeper and out a little deeper. Keep pushing out. Now just return your breath to normal. What did you notice with that? Any lightheadedness? If there was any lightheadedness, it suggests that during the course of the day you aren't breathing as deeply as it would be good for you to do. And when we exercise, this is exercise, when we exercise our lungs this way, it makes us healthier, much healthier, so that if we ever did catch something that really impacts the lungs, cold, flu, COVID, whatever, we're going to find that we're more able to recover because we've had greater lung capacity. When our breath is over time, that's an activating breath. You can use that breath to your advantage. If you're stuck on something, breathe like that for a couple of minutes. Set a timer, use an insight timer. Okay, so there's a 2-minute thing. I'm gonna listen for 2 minutes and do a panting breath. There are some drum things on there that are really activating like that, and you can breathe with the panting breath, get the energy moving, then shift to the nice deep breath and see what you can find in there. Go within. So let's just practice for a little bit. We're just going to do a little bit of the panting breath, then we're going to do the deeper breath, and I'm going to give you some guidance to go within. All right? So again, close your eyes if they're open, if you're not driving. Some panting breaths first. Keep it going. I need a drink. And it may make your throat dry. Keep it going though for a little bit. Because and set the intention. This is activating. This is getting things moving. This is bringing to the surface things that you need to take a look at. All right? And this is real short. Usually I would say do that for 3 to 5 minutes, the panting breath. And you're going to go, oh my God, Bonnie, really? Yep, do it. All right, so now a shift to the deeper breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And as you keep that breath going, just keep it going. Good morning, Joe. We're just doing some breathing. I want you to go within. And I want you to go to a safe place within. Wherever that is. You might even choose the ocean. Good morning, Renee. We're just doing some breathing. So nice deep belly breaths, eyes closed if you're not driving. Going to this place where I want you to connect with this energy that we're talking about today. Your sacred breath energy, your sound energy, your life force energy, all right? And I want you to just make a sound. And again, some of you are going to go, I feel ridiculous doing this. I know. First few times my mentor had us do this, 15 years ago, I was like, not much sound coming out. So start with a sound. Really open it up. Drop your jaw. You're going to feel weird. You're going to feel this is weird. This is dumb, whatever. If you're at home, good Saturday morning to you too, dear. If you're at home and there's other people around, if you're brave enough, make sound. If they ask you, what the heck are you doing? Just say, I'm doing my homework. This is what I'm being guided to do. So just make some sound. And notice there's a difference when you go, and when you go, drop it. Let it resonate. You can feel the vibration in your throat. Remember when we were kids and we did that stuff? The dryer would be on spin and we'd back ourselves up to it and go, and it would make all kinds of noise. We're being that little kid again, okay? So keep breathing. Make a sound here and there. Just keep it going. And I want you paying attention to what are you feeling? What are you thinking? Where are you holding back? Where is this energy really flowing where you can feel it moving through? Yes, do it through a fan. That's always fun too. Yes. All those things that change the vibration of our sounds. You can do it with this. Little kids love that stuff. Do it for yourself too. Find your inner little kid and do that. Just play with this, okay? What we want is the sound coming out. Because when you are willing to flow that sound out, you're also going to be willing to flow out sounds like, that doesn't work for me. Can we talk about this? I have a thought on that. Words are going to start coming out of your mouth instead of you sitting there and you got stuff going on, but it isn't coming out, that affects your body. That affects your mind, body, spirit. All of you, when there are bitten off words, things you're not saying, that has an impact. So we want to free that up. We want to free that up. And have you often seen that as people get older, sometimes the governor comes off and they say more of what they're thinking? Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. It promotes your health. Now, does that mean you go around saying hurtful things? No. Yes, as girls, we are often taught to be quiet and be nice. That four-letter word, nice. You know, nice doesn't always serve us. Good morning, Diane. Welcome, welcome. We are doing dolphin energy today. We have sacred breath and sound. Sacred breath and sound. So we just did a little breathing thing. I'm a talker. I'm a huge talker. I actually had a friend who at one point said, "Where is the off switch?" I don't think there is one. But I did learn I was cowed into shutting up. That doesn't serve me. That doesn't serve anybody. So, frankly, there is no off switch. So this is our mission for today. Finding our voice, finding our energy, letting the sounds out. If you, yes, down your arms and out your hands. That's cool. That is cool. Awesome. When you're driving in the car is an ideal place to practice this. You can either turn the radio up and sing with the songs. You might find your voice is kind of crackly. You have a hard time holding a note. Lack of use, disuse. Okay? So we got to get that stuff going. Where was I the other day? Somewhere, I can't even remember where. But it was all day long of talking. And I'm like, I don't do this. You know, I do my little YEMIG in the morning, thank God. But I don't talk all day, every day. And when I did, it was like, holy buckets. When you do breath work, yes, literally there is a thing called breath work where you use the different kinds of breath. You can set an intention for something. I haven't done a breathwork class in ages, you know, an online one. Maybe that's something that's coming. I was just thinking this morning as I was laying in bed. Yes, it wears you out. You are absolutely correct, Cindy. Was laying in bed thinking, you know, I haven't done a book club, a class, an online, anything in a long time. I think there was meant to be this pause, this time out where much has been going on since I moved down here in April, and I needed to be attentive to what was being called for at the time, which wasn't so much putting myself out there, offering classes, doing retreats, all that stuff. It was more about the going within. Good morning, Kathy. Glad you are here. But I'm thinking maybe that's getting to a change point, that maybe we're getting to a point where I will be doing some more things, online classes, etc., for all of you. And Spirit will tell me when, and Spirit will tell me what. And I think this retreat I'm going to, Kayleen's retreat in Mexico, leaving Monday, is designed to give me the time, the contemplative time. I won't have to be cooking for Dad. I won't have to be walking the dog. I won't have to be doing any of that stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you to my sister and my daughter for covering my duties while I'm gone. But it's going to be the opportunity to contemplate, to be still, to listen to the ocean, to follow the guidance, to get some intentions set for where am I going from here? You know, I mean, there's a lot of irons that can be in the fire. Which ones am I meant to put in the fire, right? So, back to sacred breath and sound, all right? So, again, let's go back to that breath. We kind of derailed, but let's go back to that breath. Close your eyes. Nice deep breaths in and out. In that quiet, still place within, I want you to connect with that resonating energy, your life force energy. Feel it however you feel it. Might have a color, might have a shape. You might see movement, undulating waves. You might see spikes. It might appear a certain way. It might look like a thundercloud. What's that life force energy within you like? Explore it. And I want you to breathe into it. I want you to begin to, almost like you're sharing breath with it. You know how when you match your breathing to someone else's? Match your breathing to your life force energy. Just do that right now. What's the energy of that? Is it that fast panting kind of a thing? Is it a nice deep inhale and exhale? Is it a nice deep inhale and a out? What is it? Just be with that breath. And notice that as you are attentive to your life force energy and you begin to mirror it, match it in some way, it begins to get stronger. Maybe it begins to flow more. Maybe it burgeons in some way. All right? Just be with that. Be curious. Be curious. Isn't this interesting? How does this feel to me when my life force energy is ramping up? All right? Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool? Okay, so another nice deep breath in. And out. All right. What I want you practicing today is some breathing. Some breathing and some sound. So again, if you're in the car and you have the opportunity, yell at the top of your lungs. Make a note and hold it. Ramp up an octave and hold it. Notice how they feel different, okay? Play around with your voice, okay? Don't be surprised if it's kind of cracky from lack of use, all right? Maybe make the sounds of certain things. I wonder what fear would sound like. I wonder what anger would sound like. I wonder what joy would sound like. Play around with those, okay? I'm glad you love this. This is awesome. Good, good, good. We are expanding ourselves. We are becoming more of who we're supposed to be. Most of us only have a small portion of our potential online. We're bringing more of it online through the breath, through the sound, okay? That's your mission for today, all right? Have an awesome day. I will see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are, including sacred breath and sound. Bye-bye.